Running to the Mitten Man by Jami Albright. Read to you by Jami Albright. Hi, I'm Rose. Don't mind me. I'm just running from my wedding. It's barely 9 in the morning, the service hasn't started, and my fiancé Todd is drunker than Cooter Brown. Nothing says your life has gone off the rails quite like that. The whole wedding party's drunk, except me and the mysterious man with white hair and balloons. As I surreptitiously make my way to the front door of the wedding venue, the mysterious man approaches. You look like you could use a friend. I could. I really could. Here, hide behind my balloons and I'll get you out of here. But it's not his balloons I'm fixated on. It's his sexy woolen mittens that I'm drawn to like a reckless mosquito drawn to a zapper light. What's your name? You can call me Mitten Man. Thank you, Mitten Man. We make our way out of the venue without incident, thank God. I glance around because I don't really have a plan past getting the hell away from Todd. A few guests pass by and give me curious looks. Mitten Man must notice because he reaches into his pocket and withdraws a face mask. Here, put this on. I do and am immediately engulfed in the smell of wet wool and fig Newtons, the aroma of Mitten Man. We step into the bright sunshine. I smile up at my Savior. I think he smiles at me too. But who knows, since we're both wearing masks. There's a big celebration going on around us. Follow me. We'll blend in and no one will find you. I follow and can't help but admire the way his puffy jacket makes him look like a lumbering, sexy doughboy. He glances over his shoulder and I see his eyes. He sees mine. When he looks at me, I swear I see forever. But then he leads me to a chair and walks away without a backward glance to sit with his friends. Is this guy for real? I don't need this kind of rejection, especially not after Todd. For the next 30 minutes, no matter how hard I try not to, my gaze continues to find him. I'm drawn in by the allure of the mittens, and I can't look away. Once the ceremony is over, I sit while everyone files out, trying to formulate a plan. Hey, want to go to a party? My head jerks up so fast that Mitten Man goes a little blurry around the edges. Before I can formulate an answer, he holds out one mitten-covered hand, and I'm a goner. Sure. We make our way to the party, and just as we walk in, Mitten Man lets loose a string of expletives. What's wrong? My exes are here. Would you be my fake girlfriend? I mean, what can I say? The man did help me escape my wedding that was turning into a scene from Roadhouse. Sure? At first, everything's fine, but watching these women fawn over him like he's some kind of king makes me think that maybe Mitten Man isn't the teddy bear I thought he was. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, he moves to the stage and picks up a pair of drumsticks. This one's for Rose, he says before he plays the most moving rendition of Wipeout I've ever heard, and it breathes new life into my cold, dead heart. After his performance, he makes his way straight to me and says he wants to buy me pretty things. He also wants me to meet his family. And just like that, any doubts I had about this man slip away like yarn slipping from shining knitting needles. After all, we do look good together. It's my turn to get on stage. I do a little magic. But the whole time I'm watching my Mitten Man. With every passing moment, the spark between us grows bigger, stronger, until it's a roaring inferno. I barely have time to take a bow before he has me backstage. The minute those woolen hands touch my skin, I explode. Oh, Mitten Man, you're so woolly. There's no smoking after. It's bad for you. Also, with his mittens firmly in place, he can't hold a cigarette. Days go by, and my connection to Mitten Man only grows stronger, even though he has better legs than me. And he's a busy guy. He travels a lot for work. and I worry that we're growing apart. He finally gets a night off, and I'm so excited. But he says he just wants some me time. I give him space, even though my heart is broken. Nothing could prepare me for what I see later that night. My Mitten man out with his friends, partying like there's no tomorrow. But that pain was nothing compared to seeing him with another woman. The witch was everything I'm not, and she was showing him off to all her friends. I try to confront him the next day, but he cuts me off. I'm sorry. I have to go out of town. He's so cold and distant. Where's my funny, loving Mitten man? I don't know this stranger wrapped in goose down and wool. How will you get there? By bus. When you come back, we'll talk, right? I hate the pleading in my voice. No, I'm moving out. I'm crushed, but I refuse to let him see. Fine. Go do fun, exciting things with your friends. I don't care. It's not true, but what can I do? I can't make the cheesehead love me. Besides, I'm a strong, independent woman, and I don't need a man to complete me. Thankfully, Wade, Mitten Man's BFF, sits him down and talks some sense into him. He reads a list of all my best qualities and tells my man that he's never going to find anyone as amazing as me, and that he needs to make a grand gesture to get me back. My Mitten man is up for the challenge and gets Justin Bieber to sing a private concert just for us. He begs my forgiveness, which I grant. My guy's a bit of a porcupine, but he's my porcupine. He's the guy you want with you when you're up a creek. And I wouldn't change one hair on his head. If you want the laughs to continue, try my Brides on the Run series. It's been described as pee your pants funny, and you can find it on Amazon.